Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to a jam-packed Oaks Park Fort Erie for Game 3 of this best-of-5 series between the Fort Erie Cannons and Beamsville Yellow Jackets. My name is Corey LeBlanc, at That One News Guy on Twitter. You know where to find me. And this is a do-or-die game for the Fort Erie Cannons. They brought Cam Hall out of the woodwork for this game. His first playoff appearance, and they needed him tonight. He's got Tyler Wood to lead things off for the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Wood coming in .479 on the regular season. Takes a shot there from Cam Hall outside, 1-1. Wood is on the ground here. Spencer Edwards, that's Chris Hodges at short this evening. Makes the play in time to retire Tyler Wood, one down. So before the pitcher, Tyler Rose, takes his place at the dish, we will bring in the starting lineup for the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Just a minute. Thought we had everything ready to go here this evening. First pitch ball to Tyler Rose, and now we will take a look at the starting lineup on your screen for the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Tyler Wood leading things off, grounded out to Chris Hodges to lead things off. Tyler Rose, the pitcher behind him. Dave Noss, 19 RBI in the regular season in the 3 spot. Riley Gray is in left field. Ted Beadle at second. Matt Holman is playing on a bit of a banged up leg, and he'll be at first base tonight, taking some big hacks here at the Short Porch Oaks Park Fort Erie. Bring you that one. It's foul. Sorry, it was Dennis Huckel at third base, and Matthew Arroyo is at short to round things out for the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. That one fouled by Tyler Rose. A little bit distracted there, so hopefully blue gives us the count. Got a little bit of the rain today. Early on in the morning here. It's a bit of a damp field, and now we're getting a bit more of a drizzle. Hopefully that subsides before the fans here at Oaks Park get too wet and it rains on their parade. Popped up by Rose, and now he's at least at 2 strikes. A lot of cars in the parking lot, as you can see. A lot of fans coming out to see what could be the Cannons' final game of this 2023 season. Rosie takes another cut, and he fouls it off to the left once again. Rose batted .403 in the regular season, 70 at-bats. Take there, and a good one. Must have missed outside. Go home is on the ground, past the diving Denahauer into right field. 1 out single for Tyler Rose gets things going for the Yellow Jackets here in game number 3. Again, Beamsville leads this series 2-0, and a win here in game 3 would push them on to the NDBA Finals. Back-to-back years for them if they do it. Now here comes Dave Noss. 18 RBI in the regular season for Noss. That is leagues behind first place on the team, Matthew Holman, 35. Did that in just 23 games this year for Beamsville. So Noss acts at the first one foul, and the 0-1 from Cam Hall. In there for strike 2. Cam Hall, teammates call him Dougie. Making his first appearance of these NDBA playoffs. They've desperately missed him. Not that they needed him. Got some good, strong pitching from Randy Kraniak in these playoffs as well. Josh Kadarian's pitched well and not gotten results. One-two. Foul back. Noss stays alive. are in the top of the first. There's one out so far. Tyler Rose over at first base. And it's the 1-2 again to Dave Noss. Got him. Ball's velocity looking good so far, and he's dialed in his first strikeout of the night. 2 down. Challenge tonight for the Cannons will be keeping this guy at bay as well. This is Riley Gray. Gray's had a really good series so far. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. And we thank you if you're just joining us. This is game number 3 of this best of 5 series. Beamsville leads it 2-0. They're looking to punch their ticket to the 2023 finals. It'd be back-to-back years for Beamsville. Shot down the third baseline, foul. Gray batted .368 in the regular season, 38 at bats. He tacked on 7 RBI. The second-ranked Beamsville offense has shown how high-powered they can be in this series thus far. Remember that 15-3 win back in game number 1. 1-2. Fouled off. Good cuts from the Yellow Jackets so far. They're hanging in there against the hard-throwing Cam Hall. 2 down. Tyler Rose is at first base. Jackets looking for something here in the top of the first. The 1-2 again. Just missing. 2 balls, 2 strike. Zach Fernandez behind the dish for the Cannons this evening, and he's going to catch that. Strike 3. Couple of strikeouts for Cam Hall in the top of the first. No score as the home team gets ready to bat for the first time tonight. Tyler Rose takes the mound for Beamsville when we come back. Welcome back, baseball fans. We got Tyler Rose on the hill for Beamsville this evening. First start of this series, Tyler Rose on the regular season. Pitched 28 2/3 innings and gave up just 12 runs for a .293 ERA. 3-2 in 5 starts. Picked up a win in their first series against the Thorold Anchors in game number 3. That was his last start. Beamsville looking to put the Cannons away. A clean sweep in these semifinals. This is a do-or-die game for the Cannons here, and they'll start things off with Spencer Edwards, the center fielder. There's a couple guys in the lineup tonight, and for the Cannons that have been a little bit MIA. Spenny is one of those guys. Very happy to have him in the lineup, and he starts things off with a single. Cannons desperately missed the bat of Spencer Edwards, and he shows you why right there. Leadoff single. Gets the home team brewing here in the bottom of the first. And I will take a look here at Zach Fernandez, number 34, catching tonight for Cam Hall. Watch the first pitch come in to Fernandez. It's popped straight up. This is going to get out of play, and we'll bring you now the starting lineup for the Fort Erie Cannons tonight. It's a good one. Spencer Edwards kicks things off, and then we got Zach Fernandez, Nick Weglars at first, Jordan Denahauer's playing second, and Chris Hodges at short. Tight little infield for them. Pat Giampaolo's DHing, Randy Kraniak at third, John Williams, Panda, playing in left field, and then Frankie Biggins, the vet, is in right. Cannons stacking up on defense tonight. They got all their right guys in the right spots. If you watched this stream last Friday, I believe it was. Yeah, last Friday. You saw the Cannons kick the ball around quite a bit in the field. They played a much tighter game in Game 2 defensively and carried a 1-0 lead for much of the game before coughing it up towards the end. They're not looking to cough anything up tonight. Cannons are 10-3 in their home park this season. Dive back there. Good move from Tyler Rose. Nearly got Spencer Edwards over at first. So Fernandez stands in. He batted .487 in the regular season. Cuts through that one there. Runner going, and he's around the tag. Good strong throw there from Dave Noss behind the dish. So Fernandez strikes out, and Edwards moves to second base. And up comes Nick Weglars, the big man, number 33, playing first base this evening for the Cannons. Weglars does a great deal of damage in this ballpark. He's built for it after all. He hit 3 home runs in the regular season. All of them in this park. Takes the first pitch strike from Tyler Rose. One down here in the bottom of the first. Took the banner away and I never gave it back to you. No score. The 0-1 from Tyler Rose to Nick Weglars is down away. Ball 1. And I think with the Cannons having their complete lineup tonight, they're able to properly flex their muscles and get cozy in their spots. One thing that the Cannons have lacked in these playoffs is consistency. Another shot there from Weglars, and he's down 1-2. Tyler Rose will throw them a lot of strikes. Pitcher who likes to test the batters. Not that they're easy pitches to hit. 1-2 to Weglars. On the ground, foul. Just in front of us here. We set up on the right side of the diamond here at Oaks Park, Fort Erie, and we have a little tent for shelter.
You got a towel? I haven't called my bag out.
A lot of parks we get the fully walled booths. Not so much here. It's a very unique experience here at Oaks Park, Fort Erie. 1-2 again. Popped up this time, left side. It's the shortstop, Matt Arroyo, who's make the catch. A little bit unorthodox, but he manages to hang on. theatrical there from the hole at short. But there are 2 down now in the inning, and Jordan Denehauer stands in. Jordan's at second tonight, batted .408 in the regular season, 21 RBI, led the team. He had the benefit of being one of the regular players in this Cannons lineup. A lot of guys, especially in the upper echelon of their talented players, spent much of the season in and out of it. And I was one of those guys that showed up on a nightly basis. He's got Spencer Edwards at second, 2 down in the bottom of the first, and he takes a cut there through strike 2. Tyler Rosa has pitched ahead of the Fort Erie Cannons so far tonight. Just the lone bloop to Spencer Edwards thus far. He's looking to get out of that leadoff single. The 0-2 to Jordan Denehauer. Looked good from here, just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, all the pitches look good when you're sitting on the right side of the diamond, not directly behind the plate. Now 1 ball, 2 strike. Denehauer trying to cash in Spencer Edwards, and he'll pop it to the right side. The second baseman tonight, Ted Beadle, makes the play in time to retire the side. So the Cannons push Spencer Edwards to second base. Leave him stranded, no score. As we head to the top of the second, stick with us through the break. Well, a quick little break there. Welcome back, NDBA fans, to the top of the second inning. Live coverage from Oaks Park, Fort Erie tonight for Game 3 of our best-of-5 series between the Cannons and Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets have a 2-0 series lead, and they're looking to put the Cannons away tonight in their home den. So it'll be Ted Beadle, Matt Holman, and Eric Williston, the 5, 6, 7 batters for Beamsville, due up to face Cam Hall this half inning. Strike taken from Ted Beadle, now 1-1. Up and down the Beamsville lineup, there's not a bad bat. Ted Beadle, no exception to that. He was .340 in the regular season in 47 at-bats. Here he's down 1-2 to Cam Hall. The shot is in the air. Jordan Denehauer at second base. In time, 1 down. So a bunch of hard hit balls tonight from both sides. And the defense is held up tight so far. This is Matt Holman, the first baseman. Led the league in RBIs this year. 35 in 23 games for the Beamsville first baseman. About .426 batting average to go along with that. Takes there, strike number 2. That's playing on a bit of an injured ankle. It's a hairline fracture, or technically broken, he said. This is on the ground, Randy Kraniak. Plenty of time to gun down the jogging Matt Holman.
How much is the bottle of Gatorade?
So Matt Holman cut down, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. Bring up Eric Williston, the right fielder. Just a handful of games for Williston this year. Batted 150 and 20 at bats. Takes the first pitch downstairs, ball 1. This is on the ground, right to Jordan Denehauer once again. Easily makes the play for out number 3. So the Jackets go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 2nd. Home squad looking to get the bats going in the bottom half. When we come back, stick with us. Hey, welcome back, NDBA fans, to the bottom of the 2nd inning here. Live coverage from Oaks Park, Fort Erie. Hometown Cannons looking to get something going here in the bottom half. And they'll send Chris Hodges, Pat Giampaolo, and Randy Kraniak, the 5, 6, 7 batters, to the dish. And Hodges grounds it to the 3rd baseman. That's Dennis Huckel over there at 3rd this evening. Airmail is his first throw. And it puts the Cannons leadoff man aboard once again here in the bottom of the 2nd. Haven't had to call Huckel's number very much this year. Airmails that throw. And let's see if it'll cost them. This is Pat Giampaolo now. That was .244 on the regular season. Batted in 5 runs. Hodges looked like he was going to go, but he holds off. And Pat takes a strike. Was watching Pat take batting practice a couple hours before the game tonight, and he put a couple off the fence here at Oaks Park. Says he's feeling good tonight. This is on the ground, could be 2. Arroyo to 2nd for 1. On to 1st. Double play. So Gianpaolo grounds into the 6-4-3 double play and erases the leadoff man. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That play started by Matt Arroyo. He's batting in the 9 spot tonight, but Beamsville calling on him for what you saw there is a little bit of defensive prowess. He was silky smooth on that transfer to Ted Beadle at second to start off that double play. So now here's Randy Kraniak, 163 in the regular season. Takes that one inside. Kraniak, another one of those guys who's in today because he holds down the spot. He's at third this evening. The Cannons need all of their gears to be turning the same way tonight and for the rest of this series. It's do or die for them. Kraniak's got a pair of strikes on him. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Takes it in the dirt. I believe it's 2-2. Rose takes a sign and goes home with it. He got him. Strike 3. Second punch out for Tyler Rose is the 3rd out of this inning. No score as we go to the top of the 3rd. Stick with us. More action from Oaks Park, Fort Erie when we come back. And welcome back, baseball fans, to inning number 3. Away half of this inning, where the Beamsville Yellow Jackets are looking for the first run of this ball game against Cam Hall and the Fort Erie Cannons. They'll send Dennis Hucal, Matt Arroyo, and Tyler Wood to the plate here. This is the 8, 9, and 1 batters for Beamsville. One falls outside, 1-1 to Dennis Hucal. Third baseman tonight, he batted .261 in the regular season in 25 tries. Takes there and a good one, ball number 2. Hucal in his rookie season. One of those newcomers likely from the Hamilton squad that Beamsville likes to poach players from often. About half of their roster is Hamilton Cardinals at this point. 2-2. Shot in there. Strike 3. Cam Hall's dialed it up, and he's gotten better as the night goes on. Third strikeout for him is out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd. A couple of comments in the break there. Ross McKenzie asking, what's the series at? And answer to that is 2-0. Beamsville looking to punch out the Fort Erie Cannons tonight and punch their ticket to the NDBA Finals with a win. Kyle Paris also in the comments. Kyle's a friend of the show. Heck, we should start running commercials. Yeah, I agree. We should start running NDBA commercials during the break. Something to work on for next season. This one's up over our heads here along the right side, foul. So now there's 2 strikes on Matt Arroyo, the shortstop. Breaking ball from Hall doesn't fool Arroyo, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shot in there again, strike 3. Cam Hall bringing the heat now in the top of the 3rd. Second straight strikeout, 4th on the night, 2 down in the top of the 3rd. And we'll go now to the top of the Beamsville order. This is Tyler Wood. Takes the first pitch down low. Wood is 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Pumps this one down the right side. It's tailing out of play. And it is in the parking lot back behind us here. Wood does a lot of things well on the diamond. One thing he's excellent at is finding those little holes. Not a lot of power for Tyler, but he does make a lot of contact and hits for average. 479 in the regular season and 49 at-bats for Tyler Wood. 1-2. Check swing from Wood. And he holds off. Cam hitting all of his spots here in inning number 3. Let's see what he's got for Tyler Wood. The 2-2. Down away. Full count now. Gotta say, I've been watching pretty intently. This is, I think, the first payoff pitch of the night. On the ground. Chris Hodges at short. He's got to hurry up. And he got him. Good stretch by Nick Weglars at first base. And they cut down Tyler Wood for out number 3. No score. As we go to the home half of the 3rd. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the third. This is John Williams grounded out to the second baseman Ted Beadle to kick things off here in the bottom of the third. You're just a little bit distracted in between innings there. That's my bad. We're focused again. There's a lot of fans on hand tonight, and without being in the booth, you know, they garner a lot of attention sitting here. One down now, and it's the number 9 guy. This is Frankie Biggins. Frank is in right field today. Grounded it down the left side foul. Both of these pitchers going toe-to-toe so far this evening. Tyler Rose and Cam Hall. Both teams busting out their number 1 guys for game number 3, this all-important game for the Fort Erie Cannons. Lose and you're out. Another little tapper. This time down the first baseline, Tyler Rose scrambles and flips to first for the second out. It's been a quick one so far tonight. 2 down in the bottom of the third. And we got the top of the Cannons order. This is Spencer Edwards. Edwards with the only Cannons hit the first time through. He led things off with a single back in the first inning. And he takes this one deep to center field, going back on the track and making the catch is Eric Williston in right to end the bottom of the third inning. So no hits for the Cannons there once again in their home half. Top 4 coming up when we come back. Stick with us through the break. Hey, welcome back, NDBA fans, to the top of the 4th inning. We got a good one on our hands tonight from Oaks Park, Fort Erie. Game 3 of our coverage of the best of 5 series between the Beamsville Yellow Jackets and Fort Erie Cannons. Cam Hall is back on the mound for inning number 4, and he'll face Tyler Rose, the pitcher, Dave Noss, and Riley Gray, the 2-3-4 batters for Beamsville this evening. Been a really entertaining series to watch so far. Beamsville trounced the Cannons 15-3 in game number 1, and then the Cannons came back and held a 1-0 lead in game 2 for quite some time. Beamsville took that one as well, and they're up 2-0 in the series. On the ground, slowly to Chris Hodges at short, who fires in time, 1 down.
We got 1.
Boy, the pitching has been great tonight. The defense just as good. 1 hit for both teams so far, and just the 1 error on the part of the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. So 3 total base runners tonight between the 2 squads. Here comes the number 3 guy. This is Dave Noss. Dave is number 15 on the scorecard. Grounds it, 1 hopper to Kraniak, and it's going to get over his glove. Call that one E5 on the part of Randy Kraniak. And for the first time since the top of the first inning, the Beamsville Yellow Jackets have a base runner. So 1 out in the 4th, and Riley Gray stands in left field tonight.
You all right?
Riley struck out in the first inning, 0 for 1. Shoots this one into center field, or into left field, sorry. Out there and making the grab is John Williams for the second out. Lost that one right off the bat. So 2 down now, and here comes Ted Beadle, the second baseman. Ted grounded softly to Jordan Denahauer at second, his first time up. Just Dave Noss over at first for Beamsville. Shot, strike 1. Noss is just the second base runner all night for the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Both pitchers holding it down. Swing and a miss, foul tip from Ted Beadle, 0-2. Cam and Zach Fernandez are going to get together and talk about this next pitch. Cam's got 4 strikeouts tonight. And he's got Ted Beadle 0-2 here. Looking to go scoreless through 4 here in game number 3, the 0-2. Popped up and foul. Back out of play. Beamsville tonight, 4 strikeouts, but they have fought in every at-bat. They do not go down easily. 0-2 once again, runner going. Fernandez goes to throw, but he loses his grip on the baseball. Stolen base for Dave Noss moves him into scoring position. Still 2 down in the 4th. And it is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ted Beadle. Little poke in the outfield could possibly score. Got him! Strike 3! Cam powers home, his 5th strikeout of the night, and ends the top of the 4th, no score, as we make our way to the second half of the ball game. When we come back, stick with us through the break. Welcome back, NDBA fans, to the bottom of the fourth inning, second half of our ball game. And we got Tyler Rose back on the hill for Beamsville. He's going to face Zach Fernandez, Nick Weglars, and Jordan Denehauer. That's a tall task. 2-3-4 for the Fort Erie Cannons. They didn't get much against Tyler the first time through. Fernandez 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he takes a strike there. It's an overcast day here in Fort Erie. We got a little rain this morning that put tonight's action in question. But it settled in, the park held up, and we got a gorgeous night for baseball once again. Swing and fouled out of play from Fernandez. He's down 1-2 now to Tyler Rose. Strikeout victim in the first inning was Zach Fernandez. Let's see what Tyler Rose gives him here in the bottom of the fourth. Still no score here between the Jackets and Cannons. These are two of the bigger offenses in the league. And they've been utterly quiet tonight. 2-2 now on Fernandez. Pops this one up down the right side, back behind, and out of play. Got lots of eager young fans to track down foul balls here at Oaks Park tonight. Still 2-2 on Zach Fernandez. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ropes it. Ted Beadle at second, fires on the run, and he's safe. Fernandez hustled down the line and beat out the throw from Ted Beadle at second. It's an infield single, second hit of the night for the Cannons. Third hit overall from both teams combined. So now this will bring up Nick Weglars, the first baseman. Legs popped up to the shortstop his first time up. A bit of an acrobatic off-balance play by Matt Arroyo over at short. Go home from Rose is in for strike one. That breaking ball that he's using on the first pitches is getting batters tonight. He's fooled a couple. Can't tell if that's like a curveball or a changeup, but it's working. That one falls in for strike two. He's up 0-2 on Nick Weglars. Nobody out. Zach Fernandez over at first base. Fernandez a threat to steal. Rose will make it known that he's keeping an eye on him. Bounces in the dirt. Good block by Dave Noss. 1 ball, 2 strike. It's been a night of good defense and hard hit baseballs off of these hard throwing pitchers, both right-handers. On the ground, shot foul. Rose is still ahead of Nick Weglars in the count. He's up 1-2. Looking for the first out here of the bottom of the fourth. Good hack from Weglars, and he fouls it off. Something's got to give here in this scoreless ball game. There's not a lot of base runners to be had between these two clubs tonight. So we may see teams bail out and resort to small ball. Legs pops way up. This may stay in play. Ted Beadle, the second baseman, lost it in the lights. And he doesn't have a play over there. So they'll give Weglar's life again. Matt Holman over at first is not the most mobile of fielders right now. Dealing with an ankle issue. Surprised he's in the lineup tonight, if I'm being honest. Injury he described him, he sounded pretty gruesome. 1-2 again. Tyler Rose has the sign from Dave Noss. On the ground, tough hop for Noss, and it's going to get by him. Sorry, that's Ted Beadle. Going first to third is Fernandez, and he's going to get in. That one gets past Hukel at third, and Fernandez comes in to score. 1-0 Cannons in the bottom of the fourth. So a wild sequence there. The result is an RBI single from Nick Weglars, who made his way to second on the overthrow of third. Zach Fernandez in to score the first run of the ball game tonight. Wouldn't it be something if that's all the Cannons needed to take game number 3? So now Jordan Denehauer, little tapper down the third base line, foul. Jordan grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Still nobody down here in the bottom of the fourth. It's the heart of the Cannons order who come through with the first run of the ball game. Tyler Rose goes home. The 0-1 is just misses. 1-1. Again, it's so far to tell what I'm dealing with here strike ball wise, sitting on the right side of the infield. I'm so used to being back behind the plate. This is the look we're given here from Oaks Park. On the ground, foul again from Denehauer. He's down 1-2. Cannons coming through with the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. RBI single by Nick Weglars. Looking for more here with Wegs at second, and Jordan Denehauer at the dish. The 1-2 from Tyler Rose. Shot into left field. That's going to get down. Weglars getting the stop signs at third, and why not? With nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth, Jordan Denehauer with the third hit of the inning off Tyler Rose. And now there's going to be a little meeting here to talk this one out. Dave Noss, the catcher, out to meet Tyler Rose. He's been picture perfect through the first 3 innings, and now he's facing some adversity the second time through the Cannons lineup. So first and third, nobody out, and it's Chris Hodges, the shortstop. Chris reached in the second inning on an error by the third baseman, Dennis Hukel. Hukel overthrew Matt Holman at first. Shot missing there from Rose, 1-0. And it's not that strange that the Cannons are finding success against Rose the second time through. They're a team that loves to adapt. And no doubt they've been talking about what's been working for Tyler Rose tonight. Some of the more keen hitters showing you how perceptive they are. Especially Jordan Denehauer on that last one. He got a hold of that, put it into left field for a base hit. Shot in there for strike number 1. Oh, 2-2, sorry. Oh, 1-2. Shows how much we pay attention. So, revise. 1-2 on Chris Hodges. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. got him. Strike 3. Huge strikeout for Tyler Rose, his 3rd of the night. It's out number 1 here in the 4th. And Chuck Holman coming out. He's going to point towards the dugout and call in his infield. Nobody warming for Beamsville, so this is a strategic meeting for Chuck Holman and company. Again, Tyler Rose has been stellar through the first 3 innings, and some of the more keen batters for Fort Erie are giving him a tough time here in the home half of the 4th. Situation right now is runners on the corners with 1 out. He made good on the strikeout there on Chris Hodges. Big out. He's got some good batters to deal with yet. Mainly the man who's stepping into the batter's box right now. This is the designated hitter, Pat Giampaolo. Pat grounded into a double play his first time up, and if you know anything about Pat, you know that meant a great deal to him. He wasn't very impressed with himself. Pat, one of the heart and soul members on this team, takes the first pitch inside from Tyler Rose, ball 1. Fort Erie coming through with the first run of the ball game in this half inning. RBI single by Nick Weglars. Mike stands at third base now. He's in the middle of your screen. Shot. Misses away. 2-0 on Pat Giampaolo. Rose with the go home, and that one missing as well. 3-0. All of those very close pitches from Tyler Rose. So Pat likely to take here the 3-0. And Rose fires. Ball 4. So not very impressed with himself or the calls there. It looks like Tyler Rose, as he serves up a 4-pitch walk to Pat Giampaolo, and it loads up the bases. Still 1 out. This is Randy Kraniak, the 3rd baseman. Strikeout victim in the 2nd. Takes a first pitch downstairs. This has been a bit of a troublesome inning, but it's actually a little bit better off now that Tyler Rose has the bases loaded. Shot, strike 1. Needed that one for a little bit of a confidence boost after 5 straight balls. Big swing there from Kraniak, strike 2. That's that breaking ball again. I can't quite place it. It looks like a very slow-moving curveball or some kind of changeup, but it drops about a foot. And it's kept a lot of batters off balance tonight. Maybe I'll go Bug Rose in the break. 1-2. Rose looking for a big strikeout here. No, pops up. Kraniak back and out of play. Stays alive. The Yellow Jackets would be very thankful to get out of this one with just 1 run against. They've not faced a situation like this all night. 1-2 again. Kraniak fires into right field, a base hit. In to score, Nick Weglars, and getting the stop signs is Jordan Denehauer. It's an RBI single from Randy Kraniak. Make it 2-0 Cannons. Shot there from Kraniak right when they needed him. It's a clutch gene. And Kraniak's got it. Big on the mound and big at the dish. Randy Kraniak, these playoffs. So now 2-0 home squad, and they're not done yet. This is John Williams, number 14. Taking a big rip at strike number 1.
Do you know what inning this is?
Taking there, and a good take from him. That one looked to be a bit upstairs. 1-1. Williams batted .271 in the regular season. He started off the 3rd inning by grounding out softly to second base. Back up here in a big spot. Bases loaded still, 1 out. Takes there again, and it's 2-1. Cannons want to play again on Friday night. And they'll need to win tonight to do so. Now with a 2-0 lead behind Cam Hall. 2-1 to John Williams. Popped up. That's going to get back out of play. 2-2. Bases still juiced. And 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2. Shot through the hole in center field, a base hit. And to score, Jordan Denahauer. Paciampalo getting the stop signs around 3rd. It's now 3-0 Cannons. RBI single from John Williams. It's the 5th hit of the inning for the Cannons. After going 3 innings, 1 hit. The offense explodes here in inning number 4. So Jackets are going to stick with Tyler Rose here. And he's got Frankie Biggins to deal with. Bases still loaded. And of course, still 1 out. Biggins tapped it to Tyler Rose, the pitcher, his first time up. That was in the 3rd inning. Good pitch from Rose for strike 1. Spencer Edwards, the leadoff man, waits on deck. You can see him just peeking out behind Frankie Biggins. Good take from Biggins there, 1-1. You knew something had to give in this ball game. It was only a matter of time before one of these two clubs punched through. And it's the home squad once again on their home turf. Cannons 10-3 in the regular season at Oaks Park, Fort Erie. Go home from Rose is up and in on Biggins. Rose has lost his control a little bit in this inning. He's lost command of the zone. Something he had full control of in the first 3. Swing and a miss there from Biggins. And it's 2 balls, 2 strike. Might have seen our first relief pitcher come across your screen there for Beamsville. Shot home, strike 3 called. Biggins feels robbed. Huge strikeout for Rose, out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th. So now here comes Spencer Edwards, 2 down in the bottom of the 4th now. Base is still loaded. Spencer 1 for 2 this evening, sorry. Single in the 1st and flied out to right field last inning. Takes there, ball 1. Cannon sending all 9 men to the dish in this half. Still looking for that big shot to really pull away. On the ground, up the middle, a base hit. In to score, Pat Giampaolo. Behind him, Randy Kraniak. And he's in, make it 5-0 Cannons in the bottom of the 4th. 2 RBI single from Spencer Edwards. And that's gonna open this ball game up. And there's a lot of guys in the lineup tonight that the Cannons missed so desperately in games number 1 and 2. Spencer Edwards, one of those guys, but also Jordan Denahauer. Both guys coming through with singles in this inning, and the Cannons put a 5 spot on Tyler Rose. Here in the bottom of the 4th, looking for more, Zach Fernandez. He led off this inning with a single, and he's going to get plunked. Immediately loads up the bases again. And the Cannons are going to send Nick Weglars to the dish for the 2nd time this inning. Already an RBI single in the 4th. Comes up now with the bases loaded. Beamsville leaning on Tyler Rose tonight. Even when he's given up 5, they're still looking to number 14 to close out this inning. Shot deep to right field, way back and gone! Nick Weglars clears the bases, a grand slam, make it 9-0. That's what you come to the ballpark for. I was saying at the start of the night that we were going to see a big shot. It didn't matter who it was from. And that was my number 1 candidate for a home run tonight, Nick Weglars, and he delivers in the bottom of the 4th. Cannons running away here in game number 3. Not done yet, 2 down, bases clear, and Jordan Denahauer stands in for the 2nd time this inning. He's already singled and scored in this half. Takes strike 1 there from Tyler Rose. And now you might as well stick with Tyler. He's not pitched a terrible game tonight, but this has been a rough inning for anyone. Seven hits, 1 walk, and a hit batter. Good for 9 runs. On the ground, through the left side, a base hit. Denahauer keeps the line moving with 2 down here in the 4th. Looks not done yet. So here comes Chris Hodges. Hodges struck out looking in the 4th. He was out number 1 this half inning. Trying to keep the line moving. This is popped down the right side, foul. This is a big inning for any team down in this year.
You can't know.
Popped up again by Hodges, back behind and out of play. It's going to fall into the bleachers. Couple of strikes on Hodges here. He's wanting to keep this line moving, no doubt. Takes there, strike 3. Hodges down looking for the second time in this inning. Cannons put up a 9 spot in the bottom of the 4th and take control of game number 3, top 5, when we come back. Stick with us. Hey, welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the 5th inning here, game number 3 of our coverage from Oaks Park, Fort Erie. Best of 5 series between the Cannons and Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Cannons in control of this one. They had their backs up against the wall tonight. Holman, short into left field, a base hit. He's still trotting over there. Again, Matt playing on a bit of a tweaked ankle tonight, but he comes through with a leadoff single. Yeah, they're going to pinch run for him. Why not? So into the ball game, Jack Reynolds to pinch run for Matt Holman. See if he remains in the ball game. So nobody out. Man on for Eric Williston, the right fielder. Swing and a miss from Williston, strike 1. Cannons exploded for 9 runs in the bottom of the 4th to take a commanding lead here in game number 3. Again, Cannons backs against the wall, trailing 2-0 in this series. Shot in for strike number 2. Probably feels like an eternity since Cam Hall threw a baseball coming into this inning. That was about a 20-minute half inning from the Cannons. Shot on the ground, could be 2. Denenhauer to Hodges for 1. On to first, not in time. Good try from the Cannons there. They get the lead runner. And there's one down here in the top of the 5th. So one down now. You just saw what constitutes the bullpen come across your screen there. So it looks like there'll be a new pitcher for Beamsville next half. Popped up. This is playable. Cam Hall coming way off of the mound to make the play. 2 down. So Hugo pops up to the pitcher for the second out here in the 5th, and it'll bring up the number 9 man, Matt Arroyo. That was one of those guys that was down in the bullpen just now, so we may see him on the mound for bottom 5. In the dirt, and that's going to allow Eric Willison to take second base unabated. Pass ball charge to Cam Hall, and it's got a runner in scoring position. That single by Holman, just the second hit off Cam Hall tonight. Beamsville has barely had a base runner to sing home about. Fouled off by Arroyo.
Here we go.
All looking for another relatively clean inning here in the 5th. Strike number 2.
Go.
He's pitched ahead of batters all night. He's gotten some good fielding from his infield. The 1-2 home. Got him. Strike 3. Cam punches out Arroyo for the second time tonight. 6 strikeout overall. And that's how we close out the top of the 5th. Bottom half coming up when we come back from Most Park, Fort Erie. Stick with us through the break. Hey, welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the 5th inning, 9-0. The home team leading the Beamsville Yellow Jackets, who come into Oaks Park, Fort Erie, looking to boot the Cannons from the 2023 NDBA Playoffs, and, well, mission not quite accomplished so far. They're in a miserable hole against Cam Hall and the Cannons. So we got a new pitcher on the mound, just as I suspected. It's Matt Arroyo. Matt moves from short to pitcher. We got a little bit of defensive changes to unpack for you. See if you can stick with me on this one. So Riley Gray comes in from left field and takes over at first base for Matt Holman. Matt Holman's pinch runner Jack Reynolds moves to left field for Riley Gray. And then Matt Arroyo moves from shortstop to pitcher, replacing Tyler Rose, who moves from pitcher to shortstop. So that's an easy flip-flop, and there are your defensive changes. So Rose from pitcher to shortstop, Gray from left to first, Holman out of the game, Reynolds to left field, and then Arroyo shortstop to pitcher. Dealing there to Pat Giampaolo. Actually, this is a pinch hitter. Got... What's that? 18? It's gotta be Nico Belize. Oh no, okay, no. Eddie Kenny. Can't see Eddie's face from when he's batting like that in behind. Eddie draws a walk against Matt Arroyo, and he's the leadoff man aboard. I imagine with the Cannons lead as big as it is, you're going to see a lot of men come off the bench. Not this guy, this is Randy Kraniak. He's had 2 tries so far, 1 for 2. Singleton scored in that big 4th inning for the Cannons, where they put up all 9 of their runs. Up and in from Arroyo. Cannons can cruise now through 7 innings behind Cam Hall, or they can put up 3 runs here and win via mercy rule, just as the Beamsville Yellow Jackets did in Game 1. Shot there, misses from Arroyo. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up. It's on the infield. Playable. Coming way in is the shortstop, Tyler Rose, makes the catch. Is that the third baseman? Oh, he didn't make the catch. That was actually the third baseman, Dennis Huckel, over there. Ran way into foul territory to try to make that catch and comes up empty-handed. So Kraniak tries again. He's going to lift one into left center field. Tyler Wood running a long way. Makes the grab. 1 down. Wood covers a lot of ground out there in center field. And he ranged his way into left. Waved off the left fielder to make that catch. Either way, he sits down Kraniak for out number 1. Here comes John Williams, the left fielder. John came through with a single of his own back in inning number 4. 1 for 2 on the night. Takes the first pitch way outside from Arroyo. Arroyo's only pitched 1 inning all year. He allowed 1 earned run in that inning with 3 walks. So this is clearly the Yellow Jackets selling out. They'll regroup and likely come back to the ballpark on Friday with the same goal in mind. Again, the Cannons 10-3 in their home park this year. Be no tall task to knock them off at home. Shot is in for a strike from Arroyo. Bat on his shoulders for John Williams. That one's in there again. Strike 2. So it could be Arroyo finding his spot now. He's worked the count full against John Williams. Down 3-0. Payoff pitch. Just a bit outside, ball 4. Good spot from Arroyo, but he comes up short. And the Cannons have runners at first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Another pinch hitter into the ball game. This is number 24. Yeah, number 24, Duanis Duarte. First at bats for Duarte in these playoffs. Stands in with 1 out and a couple runners on here. Duarte's going to bat for Frankie Biggins and likely take over in right for him. Shot missing again, 2-0. Duarte batted .214 in the regular season. 3 hits on 14 tries. Takes away again, 3-0. Again, it looks an awful lot to me like the Yellow Jackets are about to settle here. And come back Friday, loaded up and ready to go. Putting Arroyo into pitch. He's only pitched 1 inning all year. That seems like the dagger to me. Little bouncer right in front of the cameraman here. Arroyo works a 3-0 count back in his favor once again. It's 3-2 on Duarte. Payoff pitch now from Arroyo is just a bit upstairs, ball 4. Third walk issued by Arroyo this half inning, and it loads up the bases. 1 out. This is now the leadoff man, Spencer Edwards. Couple RBI in this game for Spencer already. He's 2 for 3. Saw the ball very well against Tyler Rose tonight. Takes that first breaking ball in for a strike. Another shot there from Arroyo, but it misses outside. 1-1. The bases are juiced. Eddie Kenny at third. Williams at second and Duarte at first. That one goes foul out of play down the right side. 1 ball, 2 strike on Spencer Edwards. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Good take from Edwards there, 2-2. Cannons had no room for error coming into this one tonight. They held on tight in a scoreless ball game until the bottom of the 4th when they broke this game open. 3-2 again. Got him. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Arroyo and the Yellow Jackets there. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. And it'll bring up Zach Fernandez. Fernandez got up twice in that 4th inning. Scored twice. His second run was on that grand slam home run by Nick Weglars. His 4th knock of the year. That one misses from Arroyo. Ball 1 on Zach Fernandez. Nick Weglars on deck. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strike. Arroyo throws pretty hard when you compare him to some of the other pitchers in the NDBA, but the 3 walks in this inning are a cause for concern. That one's gotten away. There's going to be a play at the plate here, and Kenny's in safely. Runners at first and second advance as well. It's 10-0 Cannons now. And they now have first base clear. The wild pitch on Arroyo.
Come on, Fernie, little poke, kid. Hey, 2 Cuba.
And now a single could do it for the Cannons here. Foul tip.
This way, kid.
3 balls and a strike. Again, the mercy rule comes into effect if the Cannons put up 12 runs after the 5th inning. They would qualify here if Zach Fernandez cashes Duarte at second. 2 down. Strike 2.
Come on, Fernie. Trust the baby.
It's another full count. Arroyo's worked a handful of them already in this bottom of the 5th. Payoff to Zach Fernandez. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. This is on stairs, ball 4. So that is the 4th walk of the inning issued by Arroyo. Zach Fernandez, the latest man to trot down to first. And now here's the man of the night. It's Nick Weglars. Sent Oaks Park into a frenzy last inning when he cleared the bases, a grand slam home run over the right field fence. That was against Tyler Rose. Now he's going to face Matt Arroyo for the first time tonight. Takes ball 1. I gotta wonder, Weglars 5 RBI in that inning. I gotta wonder where that holds up as far as most RBI in an inning this year. And if I check back on my scorebooks, I know I don't see anything that even resembles that. If I look back on my scorebooks for years, I don't know if I see anything that resembles that. 5 RBI for Weglars in the bottom of the 4th. Takes again there, and it's 3-0. Arroyo's struggling out there. Sorry, 2-1. Shot from Weglars. He got under it a bit. This is in the left, and it's going to throw him off a bit. It's going to fall in. Duarte in to score, and that is the ball game, folks. 2 more RBI for Nick Weglars. Give him 7 on the night. Cannons cruise to a 12-0 win in game number 5 over the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Who'da thunk it? Well, on behalf of everybody here at NDBA Senior, myself and the cameraman, that's all we are. That's all we are. Just me and the cameraman. We thank you for watching this presentation of NDBA Baseball. Join us again on Friday night from this very ballpark when the Fort Erie Cannons, backs against the wall, will look to defend once again against the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. That kicks off at 7:30. Until then, have a good night, all.